Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, October 4th. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and SPY. And kudos to the bulls as they put back-to-back banner days together. Today, they opened with a pretty large gap and don't look back. Again, I'm not a gap-and-go trader, especially when the gap's almost $4, but it truly worked today. But guess what? Even without buying it on the gap, I had a tremendous day today. We'll go over that in a minute. I think it would be healthy at some point. Look, we know this is being fueled by short covering and momentum buying. But that doesn't mean it can't go higher, and I think it can go higher. I think we should go test the 20-day moving average, and I think we have a chance to get at least to around the 385 level. We have price vacuum above us. The next destinations above us are pretty far and wide, which we'll get to in a minute. Triple Qs. They don't probe. They go out 9 wide. They almost took out the day's low in H period, but they hold their large gap. Russell probes. They go out 10 wide. They hold their gap. And as far as ES and SPY, we got more of a pullback than I would have liked in H, which was my only losing trade of the day, but got it all back in more in I. But again, you can't be too surprised at how much it pulled back because the market went straight up yesterday and today. The overnight was tremendously long. We didn't pull back for a penny. And then A opened up and just ripped higher. So when we finally did get this break, I'm not surprised. Actually capitalized on a short in FNG, nowhere near all the way down here, but because I was looking for that break because we could tremendously having trouble at 3,800. We traded 7 times. Finally, M period got above it, and we're above it for now. Now, does that give the all clear signal? Of course not. One day doesn't make a market, but when you see our next destinations, it shouldn't be too hard for buyers to get going. Although I think consolidation for a day or so would be healthier in the long run if the bulls want to continue to go higher and not just have another lower high at some point. As far as my trading, believe it or not, I wasn't going to long A period of this high. I actually shorted against the overnight high and made 6 points. It was the only real pullback we got. I did a 2-lot. I made 4 points on one and 2 points on the other one. So I did okay on that. After that, long B 3 times. Long C. Right? So I long B with the ebb and flow because the market was up. We had everything in favor of buyers again. Overnight high, overnight low, gap, value, indices. The opening was never seen. You name it, buyers had it. The only thing they didn't have was a trend day today. So, but the ebb and flow trade, when the market comes in, you get long, or depending on which way the market's ebbing and flowing. Today we were going higher, taking those longs 3 times in B. Long C, when we were one time framing up. D period again with the ebb and flow. E, trying to see if we were going to pop 3,800. I did it before. I got something out of it. Now, the only short I took was an F and G, really the same trade. I thought we were going to finally take out F's low and get going. So I took a short in F. When G went back up a bit, when G came back down, I said, I'm adding at F's low. Did that and had a very nice short in F and G. And then after that, started looking for longs. I took a long in H. Now, I did tell the room, I warned the room, because we hadn't had a pullback of any significance for a day and a half, we can get more of one. So where I would generally have started once I took my short off and maybe start long and around, again, I'm in bigger increments, C's low, value low. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait basically between value low and half back and only took a small one. Then I added 2 at half back. When H went below it, I got out. I took the loss. I said I could always get back in. And guess what? In I period, now again, I'm in bigger increments. Half back got raised, I think, late in the day. I never got below half back. I longed I period about 5 times. Every pullback got long. Every push up a couple of points took off. Back, forth. Got my loss back and more in I. And then believe it or not, I did nothing. JKL and was just absolutely chopped back and forth. I actually longed M not once but twice when it pulled back, because I thought for sure we were going to at least go back and get 11 wide at F's low, which we did. So it was a really good day. I don't keep track of how many points I make. I don't care. My P&L is what I care about. There were a lot of small trades. They added up tremendously, and I had one loss out of like 15 or 16 trades. So very happy with that. As far as destinations in SPY, on the upside, we have today's high of 378 on the nose. Now, this is what I'm talking about with a price vacuum. Above that, we have nothing to 380.25. That's the price probe from September 21st. Then we have nothing for almost $6. 385.96, 12 wide from September 21st, and 389.31, which is the next weekly high in the top of our 3-week balance. Now, obviously, we have the 20-day moving average in between there. The 20-day moving average right now is at 381.70. So I do think we have a very good chance of getting that. For the downside, we have today's, I'm using the price probe. I was hesitating. It's only 34 cents. M got above E, but I'm using it. 377.66, E's high. Then we're 11 wide at 376.66, a dollar lower exactly. Afternoon pullback low, H's low of 374.10. And in today's low of 372.31 and filling the gap at 368.55, a $3.75 point gap. In ES, for the upside, we have today's high of 05.75. They never got the other daily high that SPY got, 06.75, a point above. 32.75 price probe from the 21st and 91.50, 12 wide from the 21st of September. For the downside, 02.50 price probe, E's high. 92.50, 11 wide today. 66.50 the afternoon pullback low. And today's low, 48.50 and filling the gap at 11.75. And then on the chart, quickly, I didn't realize this video is already 7 minutes. I apologize, but thank you for liking and subscribing, by the way. Here's a weekly, firmly back in balance. It's a 3-week balance. Okay? 2 weeks ago, high is the high of it, 389.31. Last week's low is the bottom of it. Okay? So that's a pretty damn big balance. It's $32. But like I said, I'm not expecting to get that weekly high right away. But there is a price void. So that could be interesting. And then on the daily, we blew it out. I never changed it. This is a bad daily low. We did not fill the gap. I was going to change it before I did the video. 372.31 is today's low, not 366.57. So tomorrow morning on the video, you'll see the gap is still there. We gapped higher. We blew away the 7-day balance, filled this gap. Next target, price probe from this day, the 20-day moving average, the 12 white POC from this day, and then that weekly high. So sellers gave up a lot in 2 days. Can they take it back? Sure they can. Here's the question we talk about. Is this going to be a progression of the next lower high? 1, 2, I think we should get higher to make the third one somewhere below this line. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope you had a good day trading. Come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening.